Hello, wonderful parents, and welcome to the virtual open house. I am Miss Howes, your student's teacher, and happy to have you here. Here's some information about myself and my husband. I have been teaching for over 11 years, and my husband is a high school guidance counselor at Davenport High School. We have a sweet fur baby, that's Trixie, our cat, and we have our sweet dog, Blake. We love Disney, and I graduated from the University of Central Florida. Go Knights! Here are our two wonderful paraprofessionals, our paras who work alongside with me to make sure your kids are getting what they need. Here's Miss Lisa, and then we have Miss Carmen. At Sandhill Elementary School, we are making sure that we are as germ-free as possible. So masks are optional. I encourage as possible for the kiddos to wear a mask, but I do not enforce. If your student is sick, please don't send them to school. We make sure that we wash hands often, and I bought a hand timer, so we have a 20-second timer to wash for the kids to wash their hands. There's hand sanitizer in the classrooms. We social distance as much as possible. We have barriers in the classroom, and there's an air purifier in the room. Here is a way to get a hold of me. Here is my email. I also constantly communicate to you through the agenda and also Class Dojo. So make sure you have signed up for Class Dojo. Here is our schedule. We start off with arrival and morning work. We have breakfast, then we go into power hour. We have specials at 9 o'clock. When we come back from specials, we have morning circle. Then we go into ELA whole group, then small group. We do writing and our IEP ELA goals. We have lunch, recess, math whole group, math centers, math IEP goals, social skills, science, and then it's the end of the day. Our curriculum is unique learning and news to you. It is a very hands-on, very friendly curriculum. Here is a video that I've recorded reviewing that curriculum. Hello, parents. I just wanted to show you Unique Learning, the program that I do every day with your kids. This is the curriculum that I use in the classroom. Every month we have a topic. This month of September is we have leaders. Then we have several stories. Here are the stories that I read to them. I'll show you one of the stories soon. Then we have our frequency words that we work on. We read them 3 times. We spell them, trace them, spell them, plug them into sentences, and answer questions based on them. You will have a list at the beginning of each week for your students, for your kids to review. We have other letter and sound activities, vocabulary that we review every day. Here are some writing activities. Then we scroll down. Here are all the number, cents, counting, place values, rounding, addition, subtraction, orders of operation, multiplication, division, surveys and charts, money, telling time, fractions, measuring, geometry. This is all for math, so those are all the activities offered each month. There's a little craft if we get to it, a little more information, and other related content. Here's a science experiment, history timeline, and another writing opportunity. So this is all the topics that we have every single month that I get to go over with your kiddos. So let me show you what a story looks like. So one of the stories has 3 levels. The first level is a little bit of the higher level. So I read this to the students. During FSAA, during reading, I will read the story to the kids, and then they will answer the questions. So I read this story to the kids. In September, we're learning about leaders. Then the second version is level B. We read it together. So it's a little bit easier, and we read it together as a class. And then the last version is just two words, one word pages, and the students read it to me. Okay. Here are the types of questions that the students will see. I typically don't give these questions out because they're not going to see questions like this on the FSA without pictures, FSAA without pictures. Okay, so this is what we take as a grade after we read the story for the first week. I take this on Fridays. We do this as a grade, and this is what the questions will look like on the FSAA for reading. It will ask them a question, and it will have 3 choices, and then they click on the right answer. It will do a ding and highlight green if it is correct, and if it is wrong, it does red and does the boom sound. And then we can also review it one question at a time. And this is more what FSAA looks like. One question at a time, 3 answer choices, and the students identify either verbally or gesturals or touching what the choice that they like is. Okay, so then I pulled up a math lesson. This is one of the math lessons that we do. Here are base 10 blocks. So the number, we read the question together. They have the number 37. So they do 3 10s and 7 1s. And then if you see down there, it counts it for them. We review as a class. But I pull sticks and they do one at a time. So everybody has an opportunity to do the math problem. And then we ding means that they got it right. And then they type the number of 10s in. And then we go to the number of 1s. So this is one of the math activities that we have. Sorry, here we go. Want to show you another math activity. Still base 10s. So here is rounding. So this is one way that we do. We put the dot on the number that we're going to round. And then we say, is it closer to 40 by using the numbers or closer to 50. So this is unique learning. This is what we do on a daily basis. Thank you so much. Have a great day. All right, so IEPs, we will review an IEP once a year. You have the right to bring anybody you would like to the meeting as long as you give Miss Green a heads up, and you can request meetings with before our yearly meeting. But we go over the IEP goals with the kids every day. We work on them. We make sure that they make work progress towards the goals, and their accommodations on their IEPs are provided to them daily. FSAA is going to be given one-on-one towards the end of the year. They'll have multiple days to complete it as long as we complete one section at one sitting. They can have breaks. Any accommodations on their IEP is given during FSAA. So third grade will only have 2 parts of reading and 2 parts of math. Fourth grade will have 2 parts of reading, 2 parts of math, and 1 section of writing. Fifth grade will have 2 parts of reading, 2 parts of math, writing, and 2 parts of science. Each month, I will send home a monthly newsletter that tells you the important dates, just a little quick note for me, and the things that we are learning in each subject. And down at the bottom are sight words. So please make sure you check for those in the folders, and you complete any questions, just let me know. So how can you as a parent help at home? I send home sight words each week. You can review them with your kids. You can read to your child every day or have your kids read to them, read to you. You can log on to Unique Learning and complete lessons and activities together. Attendance. So school starts at 8 a.m. Doors open at 7:30, but kids come into the classroom at 7:40. Dismissal starts at 3 o'clock. Early dismissals at 12:30. Please, if your child is absent, please send in a note with the days that they're absent and a short, brief description on why. You don't have to go into details. And if your child changes the way they go home, if for some reason they're going home, if they're bus and go home car, please let me know in the agenda. Snacks. We do snacks during social skills time at 1:45 p.m. Please, it is a working snack. Please have your child bring in a snack. If for some reason they don't, it's okay. I do offer Fruit Loops, Tricks, popcorn, and pretzels. Here are our Crane expectations. Courteous, responsible, attentive, noble, exemplary. These are what the kids are working on constantly throughout the classroom and throughout the school. And so far, they've done a really good job with the Crane expectations. And when they meet the Crane expectations and do a good job in the class, finish work, make happy face choices, they receive a reward. Some of the rewards I give are Skittles, gummy bears, M&Ms, Starbursts. I can do a little reset, extra recess, brain breaks, coloring, iPad, and anything, toy break, anything like that. If you would love to contribute and bring in a bag of M&Ms, plain please, or Skittles or gummy bears, Starbursts, anything to share to the class, that would be very appreciated for the awards.